This week, we kick off season 4 of the One Star Recruits podcast, a 2023 recap, and we wrap up some of 2024. One star moments already happening. So we're already this fast. It's really the story of life. Enjoy this episode.
As always, DK, this episode is brought to you by 500 Level. It's 500level.com for all the hottest t-shirts in sports. They're really stepping up their game in 2024, DK. We talked about the new throwback section. They got a slew of Shohei Ohtani Dodgers shirts up as of yesterday on the site. They got Juan Soto New York Yankees shirt. Go get them. They got tons of WWE new designs, DK, for all those wrestling fans out there. 500level.com. Get 20% off everything on the site with the discount code PODCAST. Let's go.
Let's get it. One Star Recruits. We have an unboxing. I talked about it last week in 2023. We're here in 2024. Rip and I, if you didn't listen, which is okay, quick recap on our 500 level discount code podcast purchases were gifts for each other. So at the end of the episode, we're going to do an unboxing for our gift exchange. They're random players that we think the other might enjoy, get a kick out of wearing. A shirt that you would put on to go to your neighborhood barbecue. Well, Rip, what do you think if somebody shows up at your house, you're hosting a neighborhood barbecue, and they show up with an Undertaker WWE shirt on?
Oh, it's a conversation starter. They're the person I instantly gravitate toward. If you're like us, DK, and you're a one star, the more random the better. I mean, you see an Elliot Perry shirt or a Mark Brunell Jaguar shirt. Like, you're going up to that person and starting a conversation right away.
Yeah, Oliver Miller, Richard Dumas.
The more random the better. The more one star the better.
So excited about that. So stay tuned. End of episode, and let us know. Go grab some gear. It's good shit for stuff like this. It's fun. The White Elephant exchanges, birthday parties. Enough though. 500 level. Rip, Happy New Year, brother. Fresh off of Christmas break. We took a week off. My boxer drawer is unusually completely full. Again, at its peak level of optimal boxer short snits. And this is after a lot of life changes. I've a fire. Probably some bad boxer buys to some good ones, but thank you to my mother-in-law. Merry Christmas to me. At any age past 40, this is kind of what you get, and I'm pretty pumped about it. You get a fresh set of new boxers. Wash them first. That's a rule I learned. I just learned that rule. Thank you, mother-in-law, for reminding me. Or you get hedge fund bonuses or the other things. You get boxer shorts or hedge fund bonuses this time of year, Rip. Other than that, people are chilling. Did you secure any boxer briefs?
I definitely didn't secure any hedge fund bonuses. I'm a true one star. I have no idea what that even is. I did get no boxers, but I got some solid white tee V-neck undershirts because my wife is trying to kill two birds with the same stone. She looks in my drawer and she sees me wearing these white T-shirts from 2002 with the most yellow and green armpit stains. So what she just does to replace them is she buys me new ones as a Christmas gift. So I have to throw all the old ones out, as they should be thrown out, DK. I'm sure you kind of know the feeling. But yeah, white T-shirts, man. Christmas 2024. It was a white Christmas.
Every year. Well, what's surprising, Rip, is she went with the V-necks. You're doing V-necks, huh? We back in 2007, San Diego.
I was surprised at that too. I guess she's attracted to men in V-necks. I had no idea, but I'm gonna be wearing those all year, I guess.
You're gonna be a V-neck guy now. This is news. Get a picture up on the social media. Show listeners what Rip V-neck looks like next time you do the social media hit, because I'm interested. The problem with you, sometimes you'll do the white shirt underneath the next shirt is part of your repertoire, I believe. If maybe you pulled that, I don't know. Is that not part of your fashion style anymore?
Well, can you do double V-neck? Can you do the V-neck undershirt and the V-neck sweater on top of it? Is that even and then you're showing some chest hair? I don't even get it.
That's the females do that. I don't think males do the double V-neck rip. I can't. This is news that she went with the V-neck. We want the world to see it. You're a crew neck guy, bro, from start to finish. The Greenfield Apartments in Mesa, crew necks.
That's what I thought. Hopefully it was a mistake and I can return them. But if not, man, you'll see me in a V-neck.
Let's see. That's what the world. It's like a turtleneck, man. I mean, the world wants to see what you got. Unbelievable Christmas for you. Well, that's it. So you did get And those are underwear. That's considered underwear too, just not of the bottom half. You'd be Porky Pig in around 2004 without any new underwear.
I just replenished my underwear in the fall, so I think I'm good. She knows that. I mean, she's been in the drawers before in more ways than one, so she knows
Oh
about that.
boy. Dude, so I mean, Happy New Year. I want to talk about resolutions a little bit. Christmas was great. I did a full, I got a Costco card. Maybe problematic the way I went at this. I think I need to do a little bit more of a recap with my family here and just get them a little, but I can tell it was probably about a 2 star. In my head, it could have been more. I did too much Costco. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I mean, how many times have you been there in the past 2 weeks?
Well, it's not going there. I just thought I went there and God, it's those middle aisles, man. It's like they tell you to stay on the outside aisles at the grocery store for the fresh fruits and vegetables and good stuff. Same thing at Costco. You get into the middle section, it gets problematic. I got the ham though at Costco, 21 bucks. That was actually very, very good. I've been a big honey baked ham guy for a lot of holidays. I've realized it was easy access for me in Southern California. We did a Thanksgiving in Palm Springs. I went to get that honey baked ham. Remember waiting in line, bro, just to pick up that thing on Christmas morning or the day before Christmas. It's like 45-minute wait. Very good. I thought the Costco would be equal, not quite as good. Maybe Costco's about a 6. That honey baked ham's really a 9. You ever had that one?
Yeah, I've had honey baked ham. I think the best thing to do is get it in the off season, not at Thanksgiving or Christmas. But if you, I think there was one on McClintock in Tempe, and I saw that lying around the building all the time. So if you can go in like a random Tuesday in July, like I think that's your best bet.
Oh yeah, value guy thing. But nobody wants ham. You only want ham on Christmas. You're right. It's the same reasons that people do anything. I was watching the airports this last week, or even this island here in Hawaii. It's amazing that everybody decides to come at the same time. But I get it, school schedules, whatever. Anyway, hamons, the wonderful hamons. So the hamon, pretty good. So that just goes in the oven. It's already baked, so that's good. And then they give you this glaze that you can put on it. Honey baked ham kind of does that really crispy, sweet deliciousness. It's next level. This one does it pretty good. So the ham was good, but then I went big on that interior section at Costco and made some terrible mistakes. I got like a holiday okra mix in a bag, okra, walnuts, candied yams, like those types of things where you just throw in the skillet and heat up. You know, thought that would be a W, not a W. Roti mashed potatoes that are already prepared in the bag, marinated that you just put in the oven and reheat. You would think would be wonderful. Just completely subpar. Anyway, major takeaway from my Costco card is you got to single item it. So probably the ham, the wine, maybe a couple of baguettes. They do good baguettes at Costco. Those ones that come, you get 2 of them. Hard to eat them before they become stale, rip, but baguettes, they're fucking phenomenal. And then get out and then get fresh fruits and vegetables for your fixins. You know what I mean? That would have been the W. I tried to do too much at Costco.
You know our guy Rusty Trombones from all the years of fantasy football, Big Head Dan out in Woodland Hills, California. He had a hard and fast rule when him and his wife went to Costco. It was always stick to the list. Like he made a list. You get what's on the list. You cannot deviate from the list. So that's, I mean, it's rigid. It's military style, but he did not allow her to get anything that wasn't on the list. So that kind of reined things in and kept him A to a budget and B just no one's buying okra when it's okra's never on the list, DK.
Never on the list. And in my head, I was gonna think like at the restaurants when they bring it out and it's got the crispy skin and it's wonderful. It comes out of the deep fryer with the balsamic glaze in my brain because it looks like that in the picture. And then anything you heat up stovetop is just not it. So fucking lesson learned. Code Brown. Code Brown knows how to hit Costco. I got my list brewing right now. I need to get some replacement electric toothbrush heads. Rip. This is helping me right now, podcast. You can just give us 1 star and hop off the podcast right now as I recite my Costco list. This is helpful information from Code Brown.
Everyone, Rusty Trombones, but everyone should have a notes file in their iPhone or their Android or whatever the hell it is that has a Costco list, and you should add to it when you think of something, take something off when you get something. But everyone should have that. on hand at all times. It's a necessity.
It's a necessity, man. It's a necessity, man. Smitty's grocery store got called out of my household over the holiday season. Man, it's good old Smitty's. So Rip sent me out some clothes, listeners, when I lost my closet here in Hawaii, and Rip sent some clothes out, including a Smitty's shirt. All the Arizonians know the Smitty's grocery store, legendary grocery store, 5-star pizza, 2-star grocery store. Uh, but it's awesome. And I think I was wearing it on Christmas morning, actually, believe it or not. And Kimmy is trying on some clothes. She's got some big stuff coming up, so she's trying on all her gear. Everything looked great, saying great stuff. One thing I said something that wasn't as great. I was like, kind of gave her like a medium, it's a medium, whatever. And she's like, what the fuck do you know? Wearing your Schmitty's shirt. Okay, this fucking Schmitty's shirt guy over here telling me. So I had to break down why it is actually an extremely fashionable shirt. If I was seen in the streets of New York City on Christmas Day wearing a Smitty's shirt, guaranteed three people would recognize it and give me a fist pound of a legit shirt. And one person, even in New York City, would probably say legit pizza.
That's true. I mean, it was the grocery store with a full restaurant before all these ones, Whole Foods now that have full restaurants. But if you never mind Times Square, if you wore that thing around Tempe or Mesa, you would get so many props because Smitty's doesn't even exist anymore. But everyone over probably 37 would just probably give you a hug.
They give you a hug. What was that lunch special? 2 slices and a medium Pepsi product for like $2.50.
Probably like 149 or 199 back then. I mean, we're talking 30 years ago.
30 years. I did wait in line after that Christmas Costco run through for 2 slices of pep.
Worth it?
That's the question when you go. I don't know if you have the same contemplation because it's always a significant line. The truth of the matter is it's a pretty significant line because people are standing in the fucking line with a triple XL shopping cart full of golf clubs now. By the way, selling golf clubs at this place. Unbelievable. So that's part of it. But it was a good 15-minute wait. Got it, served it up. They do that paper plate and the aluminum foil on top. Get in your car and hit it. Little hot cheese burns the bottom of your chin style. Still lovely pizza, though. It's too doughy. As I get a little bit older, I recognize the high level of dough level as you get into it. But still a wonderful pizza. Probably the best pizza still on island. No disrespect to the pizzerias of Kauai. But if I got the key to success, maybe I'm wrong, Rip, is you get your own extra large and take it home.
Yeah, it definitely comes out different when you bake it at home because if you get a piece of pepperoni at the Costco stand, it is so greasy. You have to take like three full paper towels, put it on top to soak up that grease. I don't know if you got pepperoni, but the grease level is off the charts.
This guy is a V-neck guy and a pizza oil dabber in 2024. All of a sudden, unbelievable. Give the people what they want. We need to see your V-neck at Costco giving a pizza review in 2024, bro, with a dab.
Viral for sure on TikTok right there.
We're learning shit. 2024. Well, congratulations, big money. Company got sold. Big holiday party. How was it? Big success? Everybody happy to meet Rip? Did you do the worm?
No, I was pretty tame. I was the new guy in a group of about 7 that have been, with the company for probably at least 5 years. So I had to go tame and kind of just listen. That thing they say that listening is more powerful than talking. So I had to practice my listening skills and got some gossip for sure. And just was able to meet.
What was your number one draft pick, top used, most yak after catch entry question that you used that was that you think worked the best? Say you walked up to Liz.
Well, we actually did a game to kind of break the ice, which wasn't my idea, so I can't take credit for it, but it was if you could listen to any 3 songs for the rest of your life, what would they be at the same time? So, I mean, if I was, I didn't want to say Real Motherfucking G's by Eazy-E in front of these people that I just met, so I had to kind of tone it down a little bit, but I got Lose Yourself in there by Eminem. And then I mixed it up a little bit, but that was the true icebreaker, the big success.
Finish your top 3. Don't just do that. And number 2.
Number two was Mariah Carey, "All I Want for Christmas."
Uh,
I was feeling a little holiday vibes. It was, I think, 3 days before Christmas at
you
the
probably got a
time.
mixed reaction from that. That room probably gave you a mixed
Definitely,
reaction.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
De
mixed reaction response. And what was the third?
Number three was my go-to karaoke song, "Regulate" by Warren G and Nate Dogg, rest in peace.
Mm.
And I could kind of tell from the reaction from Lose Yourself that they were going to be feeling that, and everyone there was in their 40s, and they know about Regulate. So that
Yeah,
was
that's a very good one. That's a room winner. Nice closer to work party one. You could have even, if you were feeling yourself and you still had the mic energy a little bit, you could have thrown out your Ti song right then and probably gotten a couple high
yeah.
fives. Could
Well,
have. The opportunity was there.
the worst part though is when people bring up songs that no one's ever heard of. Like, there's this guy bringing up like independent musicians from Belgium, and like this
Oh
is
yeah,
one of
of
my three
course.
favorite songs. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, it's like no one knows what reaction do you expect from that? No one's ever even heard of them or that
Those
song.
guys always make me. They think they're going to educate somebody on Ryshofskin from Iceland, great guitarist and boogaloo player. Check him out. It's like, oh, come on, guy, you're ruining the energy. This is like it's like a stand up. It's like tell a joke is the thing. You just want to get the crowd with you. That's it.
Yeah, you can't. You have to have at least one person in the group on board. Come on.
But it probably was used to. You probably did. Did you not approach that person? Because you are one of the most curious mofo's out there. You probably approached him and gave it a good question. You know.
I did not, DK. It off put me so much that I had no follow up. I just immediately
Damn.
judged them and how they are as a person based off that answer.
Well,
So
life advice: win the room when you're doing a music. That would be. I'd have to think about that a little bit more. That's a good on the spot one. You have go tos though, because you've been asked this before. You're a podcasting professional. This is a question that you also dabble in regularly. It's a
and of
good one
course I'm
though.
gonna do mainstream. I mean these are the same people that are referencing movie scenes, like assuming that everyone has seen them before. And we talk about this. The reaction we have to all that is just like a laugh and nod your head. Like no one's seen these, not everyone has seen these movie scenes. You can't just bring up random movie scenes from a 15-year-old movie and expect everyone to know about it.
For me, you've show a mirror on yourself. Oh, this guy's that you show. Oh, this guy's gonna do this. Everything that I throw at him, he's gonna throw back something that's what he thinks is better, a different nightmare situation. Probably maybe a numbers guy, maybe good in some other areas, maybe some things. Good job, Rip. Proud of you. You took the drive down. You ate. You did some listening. Good job listening. What do you give yourself on that social outing?
I'd say a 3.5. I mean, which is great because I'm a 1 star. So 3.5 is like acing the test, right? It's never going to be a 5, but 3.5. I mean, I kept it subdued, but I think I said enough to where no one hates me, no one loves me, but no one hates me. That's the goal usually.
I like that. Good goal. You didn't land any jokes, but you landed two nice lines in the music representation. If you could have landed a joke, it could have gone up a notch. Room to grow. Just like new company 2024. It's on, bro. Well done. I'm proud of you. What have I been up to? You doing holiday parties? You know what I've realized lately? I'm watching some college football. I'm watching horns down, a lot of horns down for the Texas fans. I'm seeing a lot of shakas being thrown out in the universe, in the world, especially in the football field, though. And I think I'm really becoming an expert level shaka thrower now that I've been in Hawaii for 3.5 years. I'm throwing it out all over the place, Rip. You are you seeing shakas more? Are you a shaka thrower? Do you throw it out? Do you throw the hang tenor?
I don't because I don't know how to do it. I've been Arizona State guy for 25 years and I don't even always know how to do the pitchfork. So no, I haven't learned it yet.
That's some odd. That might be on the spectrum level of not being able to throw that pitchfork up, or you struggle with the USC one because that one's pretty chilled too.
The
It's
peace sign I have down. The peace
you
sign.
got that one. Holy cow! In your V-neck, get this man throwing up the pitchfork in his V-neck and a slice of pizza. It keeps getting better. But the shaka, bro. I mean, in Hawaii, it means hang loose. Thank you. Things are great. Chill, take it easy, go ahead. A lot of driving. It's thrown out there all over the place. The homie Nick B, he throws that shock out like a mo. But I'm starting to get pretty local with it. I'm proud of myself. So that shock, I'm gonna bring it to 24 with me. I think it's gonna be my thing. I think I might start throwing it up in pictures. Is with the type of level of confidence I'm getting with it. I've been throwing the 1 star up for a couple years. Haven't fully caught on, Rip. We thought it would catch on. We thought it'd go a little bit more viral, but it's, you know, we gotta switch it up. So I think I'm gonna switch to a shaka throw.
That's when you truly become a Hawaiian, I think, and no longer a haole is when you can A, order at Foodland like you're a native, and B, throw up that shaka and no one bats an eye. You're good.
Well, bro, you're good. You know what? You're good at fantasy football. We don't do fantasy football talk. We usually don't do shaka talk. I don't know how that came up. That was top of mind for my end of review, by the way. That probably shows my level of intensity of where I'm going. Although every man needs a good go-to picture move, Rip. Whether it's a thumbs up, hand on the hip, shaka, 1 star. There's nothing worse than not having anything to do with your hand. What are
That's
you
true.
doing right now? What's your current?
Oh, it's been 1 star for over
For
20
years.
years,
You're gonna
you
keep
know.
it. You're gonna keep throwing it. You're gonna keep throwing up the 1 star. I'm gonna keep
Unless
throwing the 1 star too.
unless I come up with something better, it's like my fantasy football name is Leonard Foreskin for 8 years now, and someone asked me if I was going to change it. I said I would like to, but I can't come up with anything better. It's Leonard Foreskin, Four.
Well, that's a great lead. That's why you're a professional podcaster too, because I want to congratulate you on your championship win in our fantasy football league. Rip, you made it a massive comeback. You really did what you do. You stay consistent throughout the year. I more swing for the fences and hope for the best. You stay consistent and get a lot of pickups that are successful. And I don't want to talk the details of our fantasy football team, but for the listeners out there, a quick manager comparison of this particular league over the years. Rip's a diamond member. His rating is 944. His record is 232 and 173 and 1. There's been one tie. I don't know if you remember that tie. Your winning percentage is 573. Trophies won 8. First place trophies, congratulations on 2023 championship, is now 4, which is huge. So you're a Diamond 3X member. You've been playing since 2003 and you've managed 26 squads, Rip. How's it feel?
Wow. That's I didn't expect that. It feels like a Hall of Fame introduction here. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I think 20 years in the league, and what did you say? It was 4 championships, but yeah, next year will be 20 years. So, but my point is that I've never felt bad about winning more than I did this year because A, it was against you. It was an all 1 star final. B, you had a way better team than anyone the entire season. You were basically first or second place. You put up like 160s, 170s all the time. Meanwhile, I drafted Bijan Robinson over Tyreek Hill, which was one of the worst decisions in the history of fantasy football. You won't see that in the stats. But I somehow Lamar Jackson came through for me in the championship, and you didn't score your normal points. I mean, you I think you put up like 117 when you were used to putting up at least 130. So I did not deserve to win, but that's also the epitome of fantasy football. That's what happens in fantasy football every single year, every single week. So there's that. And then also just a little footnote. I'm in a bowl pick'em right now. That's down to the final game. It's down to me and an 11-year-old who now that my friends' kids have started getting older, they're joining these things. My son is 7 and he plays fantasy football. So it's me against an 11-year-old. So I'm gonna feel bad if I beat him. I think I just have to pick the championship game correct to win that. But it's against an 11-year-old. It's against you that I won, and I felt really bad about it. And if I beat this 11-year-old, it's like I don't even know if I want to play anymore after this.
The neighborhood bully, man, running around town, kicking everybody's ass. It's all a coin flip. Lamar Jackson, amazing. I'm not going to talk details. Anybody who's interested in my rating, once again, Rip with his 573 in fantasy. Very difficult, I think. I might be wrong. I don't know. Hit me up. 1 star. Hit us up with your manager comparison in Yahoo is what I'm looking at. I'm sitting at 229 and 230. I was at 500. I just took that L for the loss of the championship. Took me to 499 winning percentage.
Ooh.
I won 8 trophies. So only one first place trophy, and I've been playing since 2004. I seem to not play in the first year, Rip. It's kind of disrespectful. Nevertheless, congratulations, man. I mean, you get good luck in picking the next college game, I assume. Shit, those were 2 really great college football games this week already played. Michigan versus Washington. we knew about Michael Penix Jr. before everybody else. I mean, we've big Indiana guys. We've had some football guys from Indiana on the podcast when he was there. We knew he was good, but he was throwing a lot of picks. That was a fucked up system. Now looking back, that whole Indiana football thing, trying to make it work. So good job going to Washington. After all the portal stuff, the nil stuff, the Nilly stuff, not Nelly, which also could have hit your list, rip of songs. If you want to go and take a ride with me, smoke an L in the back of the Benz Easy, could have hit the list. Did college football end up with the two best teams anyway? Michigan and Washington?
It did, and I think that's a lot of these like talk about rumors and trade rumors and what coulda, woulda, shouldas. I mean, it's kind of a waste of time because that's what happened. Like you said, Michigan was number one. Washington was only two undefeated teams all year, and they're in the championship. So a lot of people wasted a lot of time talking about nonsense. If Florida State got beat by like 50 in their bowl game, which obviously wasn't the same as playing in the playoff, but it probably would have been the same result, to be honest. So yeah, a lot of people waste a lot of time talking about all this stuff, but that's why podcasts and talk shows exist.
That's it? That's how you're going to end? Yeah, really, no zinger there. See, if you would have hit with that one at the holiday party, people would have turned, not stopped making eye contact with you, bro.
I gotta ask a question at the end of it, right? So who's gonna win? Who's gonna win, DK? And is Harbaugh gone? No matter what, what's better? What's better for Jim Harbaugh? Is he leaving as a winner or leaving as a loser? What's better?
That's a good story. He got $1 million for that win right there. This amount of money for these college players and these nils, man, Rip. This is what to continue to get college athletes on this podcast. If we're gonna have to start sending out some shellings again, kind of the siren situation. Although I appreciate supporting the college athletes because it's God, it was good. It was great entertainment for these games, and I hope it's a great game. I think this is me pontificating on just sitting around watching, but I really like that Michigan defense. They seem to just bulldoze big. Those Alabama linemen, Rip, look like NFL guys. Maybe they're fatties too. Maybe they're fatties, and that's why they got, rushed down a little bit towards the end of that game. But that Michigan defense seemed to just be running through them like nothing. So I'm excited to see them match up against this offense. It's going to be a good matchup there. And then this classic college football quarterback of Michigan, just kind of, I can't even remember his name, McPherson or something, McDumplin.
JJ McCarthy. The Harbaugh said he was the best college quarterback in Wolverines history.
I mean, when we're talking, who we got? Tom Brady in that room? A couple other guys.
Tom Brady wasn't great while he was in college. So he saved his greatness for the pros. So he's probably true. And I think Tom Brady actually commented on the post saying no doubt or something like that.
Mr. Get It Done. Mr. Hand It Off and make a couple big plays, though. He doesn't have to be Brock Purdy out there. So he's getting it done. So cool. So I'm in on this. I don't know how the universe shelled out just working out these best teams as it did. So we avoid possibly what happened last year with TCU. Fraudulent. But you seem to know, Rip, if you're betting against, you put these teams in your pool. Congratulations. Mazel tov. Was it because we talked to Michael Penix early?
No, and in fact, it's a good tease for a couple weeks from now because we have the Indiana athletic director Scott Dolson coming on One Star, and we're going to ask him about Penix and the success he's had after he left Indiana and how teams like the Hoosiers can keep guys like that going forward. So, but yeah, look, we're this close to having the number one pick in the NFL draft, whose name is this close to being penis on the back of a jersey, DK. And if he has a good showing in the national championship game, I think Penix could vault up there, man. He could go number one. He could be the next Bears quarterback.
I don't know, the pool out there, the market showing right now that professional college to pro athletes with names that are follicle, Grady Dick in Toronto, are trending very low. The hockey stick's going down. The wiener is pointing down so far in success. If you have a phallic name, Rip, is the truth of the matter.
Yeah, small sample size, but
we just lost Dick Buttkiss. I mean, it's not a big group here, so we'll see. Time will tell.
Great point. Great observation, DK.
But the NFL will be good, man. NFL's kind of a crazy place. You seem to know it, fantasy football champ. Travis Kelce seems possibly there's some rumblings out. We don't need to dig into it too much, but what I found interesting this week was you're starting to see kind of some energy change on him a little bit. A lot of people saying he might be getting too famous. And dealing with it differently. And got me thinking, is athletes and extreme fame usually don't mix too well. And I kind of tried to think of some that maybe did. Deion Sanders comes up, but I don't know if he's successful in what he's currently doing. He was pretty famous. Kelsey is the most famous NFL player, probably in the moment, this moment in time here. But who's the most famous? You're from LA, Rip. You worked in the movie industry. You understand fame. You've been in a couple movies. Who's the most famous NFL player? Like, I don't know, like your wife's know and your aunties already know. Who's the most famous in that regard, you think?
I mean, it's got to be Travis Kelce, right? Like he's crossed over so many people in the last couple months here because of the Taylor Swift stuff. I think it's got to be him.
Yeah, it's gotta be Kelsey next on that list. That's what I said. Kelsey's it. Top. Who's the most famous? Like Odell Beckham is the guy. Maybe Mahomes is tailing on the
Probably
tailwinds of
Mahomes.
Kelsey a little bit, and then because of the helmets, because of the way the team oriented at this point in time, I don't think they're that famous, bro. I think Josh Allen could maybe walk around Downey, California, unrecognized.
It's true. I mean, possibly Jimmy Garoppolo because of his looks. I mean, if he was still a starter in the league, it might help a little bit. But I know a lot of ladies know Jimmy G. That's for sure.
So I thought that was interesting. So we'll see how Mr. Kelsey finishing. And it'd be amazing for him. He's got to, the only way this story writes itself for a way that doesn't completely fuck both of these humans, in my opinion, is he's got to win a Super Bowl. And then retire and then go be famous, do a TV show, do whatever you got to do. We'll see. Time will tell, Rip. One star moments of the week, man. Let's start 2024 off with a bang. Anything that is one star in life that you don't talk about and that probably happens to everybody. You want me to start? You want to start? How you feeling?
Yeah, no, you say it probably happens to everybody. I'm gonna start because this happened within the last 12 hours, and probably the reason I'm a little tired right now. They say I think New Year's and July 4th are good times to check your smoke alarms, right? So change the batteries, whatever. It's two different times in a year. I think New Year's is one of them, but yeah, we had ours go off in the middle of the night last night. The beeping beep every 3 minutes or whatever beep because the battery's getting low. So
Oh,
woke
yeah. Wait. So, yeah, you remember from a couple months ago, I was talking about this, right?
yeah, this
Yeah.
was
So okay, cool. Okay. It's middle of the night, right?
yeah, you're the expert. It always happens in the middle of the night,
It always
always, or
happens in the middle of
early
the
in the
night.
morning. It always
This
happens
is
when you're
this
sleeping.
is like when you were crazy and then somebody's like you saw a ghost and then somebody else like I saw the ghost too. So okay, onward.
So when
Did you pop right up? Did you pop right up or did everybody pop up?
I didn't. I tried to go back to sleep like 10 times and then my wife finally got up, got a chair out and probably ripped the thing out of the ceiling. So I need to change the battery today. So it's not anything terrible. Obviously, it could be a lot worse, but one star moment of the week,
Were
man.
you getting colors on that? Were you getting different colors or any other blinking signals on the thing to tell you battery's dead?
I honestly
Or
never even saw it, but why else would it beep unless there's a fire or the battery's dead? It has to be the battery's dead, right?
so you didn't put on your V-neck and assume fire at all? You've tried to just to sleep through the beeping, that exhaustion, that
Yeah, I mean
level,
it wasn't the actual alarm. It was like the low battery indicator
low battery
beeping.
sound. Yeah, so it hit you. Yeah, totally. God, yeah, dang it. Well, mine was doing the loud beeping, the fire beep,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's yeah. And
but it was
then
fire beeping and then turning off. So good thing it got you up. You pulled it out. Yeah, make sure you change that thing. That's scary in the household when you don't have those updates. This is how most people get fucked up. This, and then they just don't change the battery on it.
yeah, so I got one of those. I think it's the 9 volt, the square one, the rectangle one, handy. So I'm gonna get that done today. But yeah, man, it was a rough night, that's for sure. What was your one star moment of the week?
So I had a dog throw up last night too, which popped me up. So I got popped up with a nice dog throw up as well. Fully the step in on the side of the bed, barefoot, cold.
Oh, that's like one star moment of the year right there.
It's a
Terrible.
tedious. This is what just hit me that was because I remember I got had it's hard to go back to sleep. Had to go in the completely go in the shower, put the foot in the shower. Unbelievable. Grass eating, bro. The
Was it?
culprit.
That means
Oh,
their stomach's upset when they're eating grass, right?
my dogs are constantly eating fucking grass, bro. Maybe their stomachs are fucked up. They love eating grass. National pastime going
They
on
got
here.
they got GI issues. Was it on hardwood or carpet?
Like a side throw rug, bedside throw rug. What would one call it in the times of Victorian housing? I don't fucking know.
So something you could throw in the washing machine
Fucking,
or
it's a
something.
mini rug, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna do a. I should do a little wipe down.
You haven't cleaned it up yet?
No, I did the toilet paper pickup. Way too much toilet paper than you probably needed because you don't want to touch it into the toilet to the flush. I need to probably give it a spray and a wipe down. Good reminder, Rip. Thank you. Good reminder. But not we don't we're not a big dog throw up house though. This was a rarity. I think nah, no need to pontificate. Who knows? Grass, bro. The culprit, possibly.
Maybe we should start eating grass and see what happens to us. You and I, one star experiment.
2024. I like taking the wheatgrass shots at Jamba Juice. I don't know if they still do that. That's a big thing. That fad die? Do people still wheatgrass?
I haven't heard of anyone taking a wheatgrass shot since like 2009. But no, I'm talking about go outside in the patch of grass that the dogs eat from and just eat some with all the dog piss on it and everything and see what happens.
Yeah, pass. Probably throw up. See, so what you doing a reverse double Uno card me, reverse back psychology me to get out of here, bro. You must have a V-neck on in 2024. This is nuts. Well, to add to your V-neck, I'll give you. I need help actually. My solution was stupid, and I'm wondering if I should go out for my 1 star moment and actually have one of these in my move in my travels. We'll call it because it got a little bit colder. I talked about that here, and I don't own any pants. I haven't really worn pants in a long time. Really, like 3 years without pants. Is that crazy?
Pants off, dance off.
A lot of shorts, listeners. Not the no pants dance off thing. So I live in the mountains now, and it gets cold. It definitely gets colder in this rainy season than I have ever expected before. So I needed pants. So I got a couple pants, couple Costco pants. Rip classic Costco pants. Problems arise very quickly for these particular pants. Gets cold at night, put on a hoodie, put on my pants, put on some socks, go to sleep, do a little tossing, turn around left, turn around right, do how you do sleep. Anyway, wake up, go to get a coffee, tie my drawstring around my sweatpants. One really long, about an 18-incher to my right, the other one halfway in my band of my sweaties, okay, my sweatpants. And sometimes in life, you'll just kind of catch, like I used to maybe tie little balls at the bottom and you can kind of catch that and guide it. These sweatpants from Costco have just a small, very small rubber end on it that's very hard to catch on anything. So I'm pissed off, like, because this is my first day wearing these pants, Rip. Number one, first day. And I was cold. Pissed off, can't even deal talking to anybody. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm Googling how to do it. Google tells me what do you think?
I think it's just a 30-minute solution. You got to sit there and guide the thing like centimeter by centimeter back to the hole it came out of. And
With
it's just
what?
like a
With
puzzle.
what? Your fingers?
With your fingers.
That's your solution.
That's how I've always done it. It's 1 star.
And you push it a little bit and then hold it and pull it back and push it and hold it back. Okay. Doable with some material. Even the old school classic. That's why this wasn't the one we're used to. Like you tie tape at the end and it has a good inch. Not that type of, it's a little rubber butt. It just is not, that's not happening at all. So the good old Google machine tells me to just pull the whole thing out. It's better. Put a pin. And what I saw online was a nice kind of medium-sized pin. What do you call them? Clipping pins? Safety pins. Thank you, Rip. Safety pin. Like a nice medium one. Like I used to see them at Fees Middle School. You get a safety pin to like connect this art piece to something, but I haven't seen them in my adult life ever. Who fucking has those? I don't know. You got safety pins laying around?
I got a couple.
Maybe for this situation, now take the whole things off, connect the safety pin to the end. You can guide that safety pin super easy. Cool. No safety pins to be found, but there's a completely mini safety pin that I connect to it that I can kind of grab to do the thing that you're talking about. 45 minutes in, push it to the end, squeeze it, hold it, pull it. Push it to the end, squeeze it, hold it, pull it. The small mini pin releases and gets connected to the jeans about 6 inches from the end. And I can't get this piece out. It seemed to be ripped in there. I needed assistance. My morning was completely ruined. My patient wife took about 6.5 seconds to just patiently get it back right and out while I was pouting outside, stomping my feet, just pissed off at the world. These my new pants, my life was ruined, and very nightmare situation. One star moment was not tying my pants before I went to sleep on a cold night, which I want to help other people out there, Rib. And I also want to ask you, will you try the safety pin technique next time this happens to you? And how often does it happen to you and your family?
Doesn't happen often, I'll tell you that, probably once every couple of years. But the moral of the story to me is women do everything better. So you just give it to your wife and it'll be done in 5 minutes. I wouldn't even try. I would just give it to my wife and say, "Hey, can you fix this?" And it'll be
She
ready to
was
go in
having a
5 minutes.
lovely morning. She was doing her thing. She was in no place for me to interrupt her. I needed it now because I just gotta nothing more frustrating. Maybe I'm tripping. Is it less frustrating with those once a year that it happens to you, or is it a very frustrating thing generally? Like it's like a frustrating thing. You gotta
Uh, it's super frustrating. I'm looking at my drawstring right now, and I just think if one of the sides went in there, I would just change the shorts and not put them on probably again ever.
Bro, I have a drawer in my kitchen with two drawstrings because I've done that. Now I've lost weight and I need them. So
I
I'm in the
hope you have
market
I
for
hope
a
you have 90 minutes on your hands coming up here sometime. But yeah,
I gotta go
it's
find a safety pin. I gotta go to Ace Hardware and fucking call a Lale and look for a safety pin. Unbelievable turn of events for me, man.
good thing you're not
Let's do
working.
our unboxing. You want to do Rex of the Week and unboxing or what?
Let's go. Let's close it out strong.
What do you want to do? Rex of the Week or unboxing? What's stronger? How about
Let's do Rex of the week and close out the show with the unbox. Start
all
us
right,
off.
Rex of the Week. I'll just keep it flowing because I've been talking. My mouth is now dry and I've run out of both my Rec of the Week and my water. I'm drinking two things here, and that's a terrific lead for my Rec of the Week. Sparkling water. Is that the stupidest, most basic thing? Have I probably wrecked it before? Probably. Probably. It comes into my life and it goes into my life. Nevertheless, I have found a house favorite, a real fucking, just a true winner. I'm not sure if you've heard of this, Rib. You're a Costco guy. This is Costco. Back to comes full circle. Waterloo, sparkling water.
Oh yeah, I get it all the time from my
Oh, you
wife.
get it. Okay. I'm out here in the middle of the ocean, bro. I don't know if people are doing this or if I found a new thing at Costco I need to announce to the world. You're already getting it. So zero cows, zero sugar, not a sponsor. They should be because it's phenomenal. Fucking what this flavor though? Oh, orange vanilla rip. And it's such a real little treat when you want something sweet but not crazy. And just although sparkling water gives you dry mouth, and I have it right now, a bit of dry mouth. So I'm not sure how you quench thirst with sparkling water. Am I not doing it right?
I am not a sparkling water guy, DK. Newsflash, breaking news 2024. But what happens when you drink it?
It hits your mouth, you get a nice little flavor hit, so that's nice little flavor, like whatever. It's kind of like coffee, kind of just something little bubbles. They have nice bubbles in this Waterloo. It's not like LaCroix. Those are ghetto crack bubbles, man. These are high level Costco style bubbles here, Rip. The honey baked ham edition tens. And it's just a nice overall experience of sipping something besides water, but there's no thirst quenching. The bottom line is orange vanilla. Next time you see it, give it a go. Waterloo, orange vanilla Waterloo. Maybe you can mix it with booze. I don't know if people mix these with booze too. That used to be a thing. This could be a good booze mixer. Anyway, it's terrific. What's your rec?
It sounds like a creamsicle. It tastes like a creamsicle.
Yeah, you know how it is though. It's like they blow. It's like they take the sparkling water and like they blow like a whisper of fragrance in there. So it depends how good your imagination is.
All right, DK. My rec of the week is going to be totally out of left field because no one's thought about this guy for 10 years. Complete bust in the NFL, USC quarterback, typical for that. But Matt Leinart, DK, has reinvented himself. Former Arizona Cardinals #1 draft pick has reinvented himself, and I know he's doing analyst work, broadcasting for I think Fox or something. But go to his TikTok, go to his Instagram. It's at Matt Leinart QB. He's actually funny. He does a lot of like marriage related humor with his wife. He does these like 30-second TikTok videos, and they're actually really funny, DK. I never would have expected it. No one's ever uttered these words before, but check out Matt Leinart's Instagram and TikTok. That's my rec of the week, DK. He's a good follow, and it'll make you laugh, man. He's like parenthood stuff. By the way, his son the son he had with that USC basketball player back in like 2000 is now 17 and the starting quarterback for modern day football in Southern California, following his dad's footsteps. He's like 6'5". It's unbelievable to see that kid that old. But yeah, Matt Leinert's a funny guy, DK. I've always been a fan, and it's funny. Check him out.
Check, there you go. Rusty Trombones. Give us 5 stars for Rip actually doing that right there. That was big time for you, Rip. You never did not like this man for years and years and
I
years.
loved him. I loved him. I was the only one defending him, saying he didn't have enough of a chance, and they cut ties with him too early, and then no one ever heard from him again.
Mm.
So
Well, Bren Cameron's her name. I remember her too. She's a great volleyball player. She also had a child with Blake Griffin, Miss Cameron. So
I,
athletes coming into the world. Elon Musk will be happy with this. Keep them coming. Keep the moment people have been waiting for. Rip, great rec. Thank you, bro. Let's do our unboxing, man. 500 level discount code podcast. It has every sports figure you can imagine, which is great for putting on gear. And they have all kinds of awesome gear. We're doing an exchange, Rip. You have it out, bro.
yeah, do we need to give any backstory on this, or like
I think
just
we've beat it up enough. If you've
okay?
stayed this long with the podcast, the goal of this whole thing is to gift each other, spread some love, but also maybe encourage you to think outside the box for your next birthday gift, or your homie needs a little pick me up after Christmas and maybe they just got boxers and you want to get them a little funny gift. Go to 500 level and use the discount code. That's it. No more.
Probably no V-necks on 500 level, only crew necks. But just a little add on, DK. What sets these shirts aside is the creativity of the designs on 500 level. You got a lot of the big head stuff. You got some slogans. A lot of times they have the name on there, but it's stuff like DK and I said at the top of the show. If you walk into any kind of party or group setting, the sports fan in the house is instantly going to come over and start a conversation with you. And they're just really cool shirts.
Yeah, it's not cheesy and it doesn't cost $80 like at the team shop. And it's like that in between. It's like where we're at, old man stuff. We don't wear jerseys. You get it. Fucking A, Rip. Making me beat this thing up. Oh, let's do your unboxing, Rip. Merry Christmas, my friend.
Thank you. You actually got this here before Christmas. I was very proud of you, considering you have literally no mail service in the house you're at right now. So I don't know how it got to me, but it got here before Christmas. So I'm opening it up right now. Okay, it's a gray. Oh, this actually was in the top 5 that I was gonna get you,
I knew it.
but I
All
didn't.
right.
So we didn't get the same one.
Explain to the listeners. There we go, Rip. Happy Christmas and New Year. Oh, nice. Nice.
It's
Excellent image.
it's a Randy Johnson big unit throwback Diamondbacks. It has a backdrop of the state of Arizona map with the big unit, all 6'10" of him, staring down the hitter, just threw a pitch, number 51 D-backs, teal, and a pinstripe shirt, jersey on. So it says Randy Johnson. I love it.
There you
DK.
go. So that's
I'm gonna
one.
put this on.
Rip, you can see you will probably show up to a school event and at least a parent or two will get. That's the thing about this, you know. So it's good. Look, we're getting older. We want more sense of a community. That was great. Just like you doing a wonderful introduction, Rip, at your holiday party. We need icebreakers now, man. Look, we haven't been flexing our social muscles since COVID. Okay, we need helpers. We need PEDs for social outings, and this is what these types of shirts do. If you walked into a party with this shirt on, I got a couple questions.
I love it, man. 4-time Cy Young Award winner with the D-backs, big unit. I'm gonna wear it proudly, and I'm gonna wear it today, DK. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, bro. Let me get mine out. Thank you for sending it out here to this unincorporated land. Here we go, man. Let's see, 500 level. And oh, yep. Oh, it's a beauty. He has Arizona ties. Ryan Sandberg, number 23 of the Chicago Cubs. It's the beautiful blue, which matches my eyes, Rip, as you know. 23, a classic number in Chicago. We know this is, so it, holds true for a variety of reasons there. We got him swinging for a double, potentially. You got Randy Johnson hitting a bird with 99 mile per hour. I got a single being hit possibly here by Ryan Sandberg. I believe he lived in Arizona in the off season, and there was always some ties to his family. Maybe he had a hot daughter, or he was at Barrows Pizza, or something matched up with Sandberg. This will be rocked proudly, man. CJ, big Cubs fan. All the Cubs fans out there. God, Andre Dawson. Kerry Wood. Wonderful players on that Chicago Titans. This might be the best though, Rip. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome. I knew you'd appreciate it, and something that goes back to when we were growing up in the late '80s and early '90s was kids today won't understand this, but we had one channel showing baseball after school. Well, actually two. We had TBS showing the Braves, we had WGN showing the Cubs, and that was all across the country. And people in Mississippi and Florida and Washington were watching Cubs games. So if you go to any party in the country, DK, basically with that Ryne Sandberg shirt on, someone's going to know who it is and someone's going to talk to you about it.
Somebody's gonna. Okay. Dude, wonderful. Great kickoff to the season. You mentioned we got Indiana, who do we got? The athletic director? Is that it? It's a huge name.
The longtime AD for Indiana. I think he was the team manager on the 1987 national championship team basketball. So he worked his way up. It's Scott Dolson. We'll have him on in a couple weeks here. And we're going to keep bringing guests to you this year, DK. The goal is get more women on the show. People love them. Our listeners have told us that. We need more women on the show and people from outside of sports. So it's going to happen this year. Season 4, baby.
Send them our way. If you want to hear them on the show. We always love to hear. We'll go get them. This is just as the emergency siren testing is going on. I don't know if you can hear that, Rip, but it's going on. It's a perfect time to hit the music, bro. We're going to finish it with the Rip Reads. 5 stars to start 2024, or just go get a t-shirt for a friend of yours of their team. Ryne Sandberg, Randy Johnson. It's going in my top 5 shirts automatically, Rip. Hit the music, bro. PGA Tour and Live Golf are still working on a merger, but we've got the Century Open, which is in Maui. I've been going for the last 2 years. I might make an appearance this year. Who knows? It's still up in the air a little bit. Golf, though, is coming back. On a scale of 1 to 5 stars, Rip, how excited are you for a new PGA season to start?
It's higher than it's ever been this year, and it's a 4. I'm not a golf guy. Everybody knows that. But our guy Nick B, like you mentioned earlier, is going to be at the Waste Management Open at the beginning of next month. And he might, depending what he does, he's a true wild card reporter. Probably shouldn't even be there, but he's going to be there. And depending on what he does, it could put the merger in jeopardy, DK, depending on Nick B's behavior at the Waste Management Open. Let's hope he doesn't do anything to mess up this PGA Live merger.
That's how you tie it to the pod, Rip. You are a professional. And Century Open, watch it. That is at the Plantation Golf Course at Kapalua on Maui. One of the best events in the most beautiful places. Check it out and go visit there. Put it on your must visit list. That island still needs everybody's help, and to keep going there, head on over, Rip. Really, the biggest thing right now in the NFL that's coming out for me, Rip, is that the Arizona Cardinals. Maybe our contender team sleeping. We wanted them to lose, but they just beat the Eagles in a game that reminded me of a playoff game a little bit. The Arizona Cardinals, 1 to 5 stars. Where are you on this team, Jonathan Gannon and this team?
Oh man, this is a great question because it's totally opposite of the answer I would have had at the beginning of the season. It was a 1, and now I say it's a 3.5 at least, because I'm in on Kyler Murray now, DK. I never thought it would happen, but the more I think about it, there's 5 elite quarterbacks, and then there's 8 to 10 guys that are in that average to slightly above average range. So the chances you're going to get one of those elite guys aren't high. And if you have one of those middle guys, I think you need to keep them. I don't want them to risk a number 1 draft pick on a guy who is a 50% chance to be a bust. I think it's more important that they keep the guy who's in that average range and build around it. Build some playmakers on defense, some offensive line, whatnot. Maybe, hey, if they can get Marvin Harrison Jr., let's go. But I think they're on the right track. I like Gannon. He's cringy, he's socially awkward, but he's a good coach, and he has those guys playing hard.
Breaking news. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm just going to say a quick line, and you tell me the 500 level t-shirt player that you would get that goes around the line that I'm saying. Okay, Rip? Very easy game. You ready?
Let's go.
The Bears have quietly rebuilt their roster. Go ahead.
I'm going Justin Fields, DK. I've been defending him. I think he's right in that range with Kyler, and he's younger, so he has time to improve a little bit. He fits with Chicago with the running game, smash mouth. They just need to get to some defensive guys too, and keep them in games. Justin Fields not costing them games. That's the main thing right now.
Keep the main thing the main thing. The Browns are reaping a lot of rewards for being able to plug guys in here, Rip. 500 level. You want a Browns player. Who you getting?
Oh my, I'm not saying Joe Flacco, what everyone wants to hear. It's Myles Garrett. He's the difference maker. He's the exact kind of guy that the Bears and the Cardinals need on defense. He disrupts everything in the backfield. He's a force, so it's Myles Garrett.
Hey, somewhat, you're a Detroit Pistons fan. They finally got a W. Kind of the lovables of the NBA. You want to support your squad. Detroit, what shirt you getting?
It's not Marvin Bagley III, I'll tell you that much. It's not Marvin Bagley. I think it's the guy who you walk into a party and you see this guy in your shirt, you're gonna get some conversation started. It's Bogdanovich. He's one of the best shooters in the league. He's the best player they have right now. He's the most consistent. They need to somehow keep that guy, give him $25 million a year, and build around him. DK. That's who I'm going with.
He's running his last 3 months of hair on the top. Bogdanovich. He's running out of it. We're going to keep it coming. Give us 5 stars. Happy 2024. Rip, thank you for the gift. Thank you for being you. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.